Trump tweeted, "It was my great honor to free up 5,000 square miles of ocean off the coast of Maine. Enjoy." Hey, who died and made him the Gorton's fisherman? And when he and Giuliani perform at Mob Boss Drag Queen Bingo, who decides which one gets to be Mrs. Paul? Lindsey Graham said he was bitterly disappointed that Senate Democrats wouldn't even allow debate on police reform. The Lady G doth protest too much, methinks, and still trying to figure out who LG might be. But we've narrowed it down to Lich Gaconnell, Langall, Led Gruz, and quite possibly Larco Gubio. I just like saying Larco Gubio. Ramping up for election season and battling a host of scandals, Trump returned to his patented nicknaming of foes. This week, Trump tried to disparage Democratic Congressman and Intelligence Committee Chairman Jerry Nadler, but couldn't come up with anything better than Nadler. Comforting to know that even after losing weight, healthy and energized Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz, right there, can still find suits in size turd. Sure, he's the drunk Uncle President, but lately Trump's been coming off more like the equally embarrassing subsidiary, the Pull My Finger President. Saw a headline yesterday that said, "Cuban supports Biden," and thought, wow, Ted Cruz finally grew a pair. Reading beyond the headline, a pastime which I'm not completely familiar with, I saw that Mark Cuban said, Trump doesn't want to run the country, he wants to run a campaign. Joe Biden actually wants to run a country. Sure, but Trump doesn't even run campaigns, he runs scams. And his mouth off. Jim Jordan was scolded by Democrats for not wearing a mask during a Judiciary Committee hearing, though it's pretty true to form given that during his tenure in Congress, Jim Jordan hasn't worn a brain. Congressman Doug Collins, in a House Judiciary hearing about one of Bill Barr's anti-constitutional bon mots, said, "This isn't about truth, this is about parliamentary procedure." Man, Doug Collins is the worst Doug Collins in the history of Doug Collinses. Doug and worst. Does Twitter suspend users for lying on their profile bio? No. Does Twitter suspend users for lying on their profile bio by saying happily married? 65 faculty members from Attorney General Bill Barr's law school say he has failed to fulfill his oath of office to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. Upon hearing that, 65 staff members of Barr's college dorm cafeteria penned a scathing rebuke of his legendary mealtime habit of at best leaving nothing but scraps for the rest of the entire student body. Hashtag ban Bill Barr from chafing dishes. The New York City Marathon, aka Trump at Manhattan buffets, have both been canceled until further notice.